Effectively using the IR in fantasy football is very important. It helps you play to win. Here are some key notes when it comes to the IR and fantasy football that get overlooked sometimes. Number one is understand your league settings because your league can be different than my league. For instance, this is a screenshot of the Sleeper app settings. There's different options here. So for example, you can select to have players that are out with COVID on the IR, players that are listed as out for a given week on the IR, players that are suspended on the IR, players that are doubtful on the IR. Maybe my league has a couple of these boxes checked and your league doesn't, so go check that out. Be sure to know your number of IR slots, 3, 5, 1. Another thing you can do, and it's a little strategy here, but if you have an empty bench spot, you can go and filter in your free agency pool guys that are currently IR eligible. This is a screenshot from ESPN in the league I'm in. It's showing guys that are currently rostered, but if you filter to IR eligible, you can pick up one of these guys or a guy that's available in your league and then put them on your IR and then have a free bench spot still. In the past, I've left one bench spot empty or dropped somebody and then grabbed like 3 of these guys that are on the free agency waiver wire and just stashed them. And for the season, another IR note that gets overlooked all the time is the minute you have a player listed on the IR, or if you have a player that is out and you are able to put them on the IR, do that every single time. That way, if you throw a guy who is just out for 1 week on your IR, you can go and throw a dart for your waiver wire. Maybe there's a handcuff out there, the starter gets hurt, and you just beat the waiver wire rush that next week. So all in all, understand your league's settings for the IR, utilize it before the season, and be smart with it during it.